Hello, friends! Welcome to KK Readings. Let's read together. You Are Kind by Michael Jordan, illustrated by Lex Lauren. One morning, Mom told Josh they could not go to the park to play. I have lots of errands to run, so we have a busy day. I don't mind at all, Mama. I'll be your helper, Josh said. You are so kind, Mom smiled and kissed him on his head. As Josh sat in a special seat in the back seat of the car, Mom said, "Our first stop is in the dry cleaners. It's not very far." Josh was quiet as they drove, and then asked, "What does kind mean? Is it something you be or something you do? Can kind be seen?" Lots of great questions, Josh. Kindness can be many things, Mom said. Before I answer, let me give you an example instead. At the dry cleaners, Mom and Josh walked toward the store. A lady with a stroller was struggling with the door. Mom held it open so the lady and her baby could get through. "Holding doors for others," Mom said, "is a kind thing to do. Doing things for others makes the world a nicer place to be. Helping is an act of kindness. It's something you can see." When they left the dry cleaners, Mom searched in her purse for her keys and walked straight into a lady that she didn't see. "Oh dear, I'm so sorry," Mom said, her face turning red. "When you make a mistake, Josh, it's kind to apologize," she said. Mom pulled into the parking lot where they would get groceries. "Josh, would you like to push the cart? It would be very helpful to me." "I would, but I don't think I'm very strong enough," Josh said with a sigh. "You can do anything you put your mind to. Just give it a try." Josh pushed it all the way to the door and felt full of pride. "I knew you could do it," Mom said as Josh pushed the cart inside. Giving encouragement is an act of kindness all of us need. When we're struggling, it can be the thing that helps us succeed. Inside, Josh helped a little boy who tripped and hurt his knee. "I helped him, Mom, because I'd want the same if that happened to me." "That's empathy you're feeling, Josh. It's kindness too. You used your imagination and found a helpful thing to do." Later, Mom said, "Always take care of yourself. Do what's good for you. It's important to be kind to others and to yourself too. Forgive yourself when you're not the person you want to be. That's an important act of kindness. It will keep you happy." At home, the family posted sticky notes on the kitchen door. They filled their notes with all the things they were thankful for. Mom said, "We'll add it to whenever we have something new." Expressing gratitude to each other is an act of kindness too. The end. The Classroom Play. Story by Jenny Gills. Illustrations by Naomi Carolyn Lewis. Miss Hill looked at the children in her class. She said to Emma, "You can be Little Red Riding Hood in our play." Emma smiled at her brother Matthew, who was sitting beside her. "I hope I can be the big bad wolf," said Matthew. But Miss Hill picked Sam to be the wolf. Matthew was not happy. Miss Hill said, "You can take your books home and practice the play. The children from room 10 will be coming to see it in the morning." After school, Emma took her book out of her bag. Then she said, "Can you help me practice to play Matthew?" But Matthew was still not feeling very happy. "I want you to be the wolf," he said. "Oh, please, Matthew," said Emma. "I need you to help me." Matthew took the book and started to read. Then he ran out of the room. Emma watched him go. Matthew came back with a floppy white hat on his head. He had a blanket too. He lay down and pulled the blanket up to his chin. "I'm the wolf in Grandma's bed," he said. Emma started to laugh. The twins practiced the play together. Matthew liked being the wolf. He jumped off the couch and chased Emma around the room. The blanket fell off him, but he still had the floppy hat on him. Emma laughed so much that she couldn't talk. When the twins got to school the next morning, Miss Hill said, "We can't do the play today. Sam isn't coming to school, so we don't have a wolf. I'm sorry, children." Emma said, "Matthew can be the wolf. He helped me with the play last night. He was a good wolf." The children loved the play. They cheered when Matthew jumped up and chased Emma around the classroom. Everyone said that Matthew was a very good wolf. The end. Gosy by Olivier Denria. This is Gosy. Gosy is a gosling. A small yellow gosling who likes to wear bright red boots every day. She wears them when she eats. She wears them when she sleeps. She wears them when she rides. She wears them when she hides. But what Gosy really loves is to wear her bright red boots when she goes for walks every day. She walks backward. She walks forward. She walks uphill. She walks downhill. She walks in the rain. She walks in the snow. Gosy loves to wear her bright red boots every day. One morning, Gosy could not find her bright red boots. She looked everywhere, under the bed, over the wall, in the barn, under the hens. Gosy looked and looked for her bright red boots. They were gone. Gosy was heartbroken. Then she saw them. They were walking on someone else's feet. "Great boots," said Gertie. Gosy smiled. Gosy is a gosling, a small yellow gosling who likes to wear bright red boots almost every day. The end. Gloria's Porridge, a fun story from Africa by Elizabeth Laird and Toby Newsom. Gloria was making porridge. Her cat was watching her. "I like porridge," he said, winding his tail around Gloria's legs. "Well, I'm sorry, cat, but you can't have any," said Gloria. "I'm hungry and I'm going to eat it all myself." The porridge took a long time to cook. "It's too sticky," said Gloria. "It needs more water." She picked up her bucket and ran down to the stream to get some water. The cat crept up to the porridge pot. "It looks very good," he thought. "I'll just lick a bit of the spoon." The porridge tasted so delicious that he ate some more and then a bit more and a bit more after that until all the porridge was gone. Soon Gloria came back from the stream with her bucket of water. "Oh, what's this?" she cried. "My porridge pot is empty." The cat was washing the porridge off his whiskers. "You see, it was like this, Gloria," he began to explain. But Gloria wouldn't listen. She frowned and shook her spoon at him. The cat was scared of Gloria's spoon. He ran out of the house with a loud meow and jumped onto the back of the donkey, who was having a nap underneath the tree. "Meow! Ee-oh-oh-ah, you're tickling me," laughed the donkey, and he began to frisk about all over the place, shaking the tree till the leaves all rustled. Up in the tree, the bees in the beehive were busy making honey. "Why is everything shaking?" they hummed. "Buzz, they buzzed. They flew down out of the tree and zoomed about in a panic. The hen was laying out her corn on a mat to dry. "Squawk, squawk, cluck, cluck," she cackled. "Here come the bees. What if they sting me?" She flapped her wings in fright, scattering her corn everywhere. "Oh, what a fuss! Oh, what a bother!" Gloria was shouting, and the cat was meowing, and the donkey was braying, and the bees were buzzing, and the hen was clucking. The fox was passing by. "What's going on here?" she asked. Everyone stopped and looked at each other. "The bees frightened me and made me flap my wings," said the hen, "and my corn flew about all over the place, and now I've got to pick it up again." "We didn't mean to scare the hen," said the bees, "but the tree started shaking, so we flew out of our beehive." "I shook the tree," said the donkey. "The cat tickled me and made me laugh and jump about." "I was running away from Gloria," said the cat. "I was scared because she was shaking her spoon at me." "Yes, because you ate all my porridge," said Gloria. "But I'd been chasing mice for you," said the cat, "so I was hungry too." "Never mind all that," said the fox. "What are you going to do now?" Everyone looked at each other. "I'll go back to picking up my corn," said the hen. "And we got our honey to look after," said the bees. I need another nap," said the donkey. "I'll say sorry to Gloria," said the cat, "because I ate up all the porridge." "And I'll say sorry too," said Gloria, "because I was too greedy to give any to my cat." So off went the hen and the bees and the donkey and Gloria, who made another pot of porridge. When it was cooked, she gave some to the cat, who wasn't quite full. And after they'd eaten it all up, they sat down under the tree for a rest. And the cat climbed on to Gloria's knee, and she stroked and stroked him, and everyone fell fast asleep. But the fox just smiled a clever smile and went on her way. The end. How to Catch Santa Claus by Alice Walstead and Andy Elkerton. It was the night before Christmas, and all through the house the children have set traps and not for a mouse. This makes sense to me. Yes, I understand why. I'm a holiday legend with reindeer that fly. As much as I want to stay for a while, I have stops round the world tonight. I'd love to talk to each child there is, but these toys need home by daylight. You're all so smart and clever, and the traps do look fun, but I can't get too distracted. There's a lot of work to be done. I love Christmas flowers. They grow at the North Pole, but I don't need to take these. It's time for me to roll. The tree looks so festive and cozy in this nook. The room is all decked out, but an odd place to put a book. Hope the presents bring joy. I've added gifts to each list because surprises are important. I call it my gift checklist twist. I bet no one knows about the magic key that I don't show. I can walk from house to house to come in and then to go. The trap fooled the reindeer and elf. You don't get to smirk. Other plots are snagged you. I hope kids don't know this works. We've got to keep moving, but I will pause for a snack. Can't sit in the chair, thought. There's a toy sack to unpack. Those cookies were good, and no traps did I spy. Time to call the sleigh team. We're almost ready to fly. Oh my, this is impressive. It must have taken hours. But if I'm being honest, I prefer the trap of flowers. There's one thing that's true. These toys go under the tree. I just can't see how to do that. So I'm sending you and not me. How did we get out, you asked. It looked like we were done for. Santa's magic is very real, and I cannot reveal more. I love this visit, but I'm done here tonight. I'll be back next year. Time to fly out of sight. Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night. It's Christmas Eve. I'm almost there. I know you hatched a plan. So when you hear my ho ho ho, try to catch me if you can. The end. When I Am Angry. Written by Michael Gordon. Illustrated by Max Lauren. As you may or may not know, it's not fun feeling mad. It's even worse when you're angry with your mom or your dad. So, when anger comes around and wants to ruin your day, get rid of it fast so you can continue to play. For the most part, Josh was sweet and as fun as can be, except when he lost his temper, which was often, you see. Today's anger mood started just after morning play. Josh wanted cake before lunch, but his mom said, "No way." Josh started to breathe heavily, his heart beating fast. He gritted his teeth and hoped the feeling wouldn't last. Mom taught Josh a trick to stop anger from ruining his day. Pretend anger is a ball and throw that ball far away. Josh threw 3 big balls of anger as far as he could. Before long, it was all gone and Josh was feeling good. He sat down and ate lunch and had cake when he was done. Mom was proud that Josh had battled his anger and won. When Josh was at the park with his sister later that day, they saw a black and white cat that Mom said was a stray. Josh wanted to keep the cat and take it home with them all. When Mom said no, Josh got angry. He threw an anger ball. Although it made him feel better, he was still really mad. So his sister suggested a trick she learned from their dad. Dad said when you feel so angry that you just want to shout, take a deep breath, count to 4, and then let it all out. 1, 2, 3, 4. This worked well for Josh. Soon he was back enjoying his day, until he was in the front yard later, trying to play. Some big boys were heading to the park to play the sun. Josh wanted to go with them. He thought it would be fun. Dad said Josh wasn't big enough to leave his parents' sight. Josh felt angry. He clenched his fist and his chest felt tight. He tried all the tricks but he couldn't manage it alone. So Dad breathed with him until he could do it on his own. The next day, while out shopping, Josh wanted a new toy. When Mom said, "Not today," he became an angry little boy. He yelled, cried, kicked, and stomped. He made a huge scene in the store. Mom took him out quickly and set him on the floor. They took lots of deep breaths and made balls of anger to throw. Josh threw a lot of balls before his anger started to go. "It's fun to be angry," Mom said, "but don't let it ruin your day. I'm proud of how you calmed down by sending anger away." The end. Encanto. Family is everything. This is Mirabel Madrigal. She is kind and funny, and she loves her family. Her family lives in a magical home named Casita. Mirabel has 2 older sisters. Luisa is strong. Isabella can make flowers. She is perfect. She and Mirabel do not get along. Mirabel is the only one who does not have a magical gift. Her mom worries that she feels left out. Mirabel is still special. Abiola looks out for the family and the magic of Casita. One night, Mirabel overhears Abiola. Abiola says the magic of Casita is dying. Bruno is Mirabel's uncle. He can see the future. He saw the magic dying. Mirabel thinks Luisa knows about Bruno's vision. But Luisa is upset. Everyone wants her help. Mirabel listens to Luisa. Luisa feels better. She tells Mirabel to check Bruno's tower for the missing vision. Mirabel finds the pieces of Bruno's vision she's at the center. Mirabel finds Bruno hiding inside Casita. Bruno finishes his vision. It shows her and Isabella. Mirabel needs to embrace her sister. Isabella tells Mirabel that being perfect is hard. She makes a cactus. There is more to her than pretty flowers. Casita cracks. Abuela says Mirabel is causing the magic to die, but Mirabel says it is Abuela's fault. Abuela expects too much. Casita falls apart. Abuela finds Mirabel by the river. Abuela is sorry. It's her fault, not Mirabel's. Abuela says Mirabel sees the best in the family. They rebuild Casita. The magic returns. The family madrigal is closer than ever. The end. Fox Gives Things. Written by Erin Rose Wadge. Illustrated by John Badgett. Stepping softly through the wood, there comes a fuzzy fox. She crunches fallen leaves and hops along the mossy rocks. Winter's on its way, thinks Fox. I'll need to fill my tummy. So I will stuff this sack with any food I find that's yummy. In the meadow, fresh and sweet, Fox sniffs some juicy berries. She spots some tasty acorns too, and picks all she can carry. This food will keep me fed, thinks Fox. Through winter, cold and long, then she turns back toward the wood, whistling a winter song. Scratch. As Fox walks home, she meets a clever hedgehog by a brook. He is busy counting feathers, and Fox stops to have a look. Why, Hedgehog, Fox declares, I'd be home as fast can be if my sack were just as light as these feathers. 1, 2, 3. Fox ambles on and comes across a mighty caribou. She holds pumpkins with her antlers and some toadstools, red and blue. Oh, Caribou, says Fox, I wish that I were big and strong. Although my heavy sack feels lighter as I walk along. When Fox stops next, she meets a brown squirrel digging in the ground, and close to Squirrel sits a heap of acorns he has found. Squirrel, my friend, says Fox, the hole seems damp and unprotected. My trusty sack is the safest place for acorns I've collected. Soon Fox hears a soft kerplunk and says, what can that be? She gazes up and spies a raccoon resting in a tree. Hello, raccoon, says Fox. Have you dropped something that you need? She shakes her head, so Fox treads on, pleased with her good deed. By the time Fox reaches home, the moon is in the sky. She finds her sack is strangely light, then heaves a heavy sigh. My food has fallen out, thinks Fox. My day has been waste. Not one acorn nor one berry, not one teensy tiny taste. Suddenly, Fox hears a knocking at her door. Her friends are here with all the food she dropped, plus even more. Welcome, friends, she says. Will you gather round my table as my way of giving thanks? Please eat all you are able. The End. Friendship by Helen Mortimer and Christina Trapanez. Fun. When friends get together, there is always lots of laughing and giggling. This is fun. Belonging. When we join in with friends, it helps us to feel that we belong. Respect. We are all unique. Through friendship, we can accept each other and respect our differences. Taking care. You need to look after your friends, and you also need to look after your friendships. That's now very nice. It's okay to fall out, but it's important to make up again afterwards. Sorry. Share. Share memories, ideas, and time with your friends. And don't forget to share treats too. Be loyal. True friends know that they will always stand by each other. I can lean on you, and I can rely on you. Honesty. If you are open and honest with your friends, they will know the real you. Show. Remember to show your friendship with a wave, a smile, or a high five. Friends forever! Listen. We trust our friends and feel safe telling them everything. Listen, do you want to know a secret? Encourage. Sometimes friends need help to face new challenges. A good friend is always kind. You're brilliant at doing tricks. Don't be nervous. Friendship. Be friendly. Make friends and keep friendships. The end. Bird in a Cage. Illustrated by Santa Claus. There was a boy who lived in the woods. His name was Ben, and he loved birds. He loved it when they sang. He loved it so much he knew all of their songs. His dad got Ben a new bird each day. He went to the woods with a cage. His dad first got a few and then got some more. Then all of the birds were in a cage. One day, Ben saw that his new birds did not want to sing. Ben felt sad. Ben went to give them food, but they did not want it. His sad mood grew. Ben asked his dad to let the birds go. His dad knew the birds were sad too. They went with the birds to the woods. They first let a few out and then more. All the birds flew up in the sky, up and free. They sang once more. Ben loves it when birds sing. He knew they were not sad. They were free. The end. What Will I Be? By Francis Dickley and Lucy Fleming. When you start imagining, there's nothing you can't be. Will you be a pirate on a quest across the sea? An engineer with plans and tools inventing flying cars? Or blast off like an astronaut and soar among the stars? Your dreams can be enormous, even though you might be small. You just need to believe you can be anything at all. Daddy's shoes are perfect for a silly circus clown. You tippy-toe on the tightrope, and you cartwheel upside down. You take to the trapeze with ease, but ooh, you nearly fall. Hear the roar, the crowd wants more, the greatest show of all. Then with a whiz, you super kids, the bravest of the bunch, here to save the day before he even had your lunch, leaping through the living room and storming up the stairs, or battling the baddies with your trusty team of bears. Look at all these boxes. It's a treasure trove in here. You snip and stick a scribble. You invented engineers. robots, cars, and dinosaurs. There's nothing you can't do with a great imagination and a cardboard box or two. On an expedition, as you soar above the town, you loop the loop in circles and you zigzag upside down, orbiting the planet. Then, meow! We have a winner! But can you race the dragons and be home in time for dinner? Stop! It's an emergency. We need a doctor. Quick! Rabbit has the chicken pox and Daddy's feeling sick. Don't forget the bandages and Mommy's magic soap. Can you hear the heartbeat with your special stethoscope? A band of ace adventurers explore the forest floor as you scour the ancient marshlands on a hunt for dinosaurs. Now gather up those fossil bones as quickly as you can. These could be the greatest finds since history began. Look! What's that? A fierce cat, prowling through the leaves. This one called for Jungle Hero, swinging through the trees. Now creep across the garden. Shh! You mustn't make a sound. Camouflage and quiet as you crawl along the ground. But wait! The sound of footsteps. It's the mighty king and queen. They march you up the stairs and say, "It's time to get you clean." But you're the jolly gesture and you try to make Mom laugh, making funny faces as you climb into the bath. You're Captain Salty Seahorse with your crew of pirates ducks. You're sailing through the soapsuds, but avast, me hearties, look! You see the mighty whale winking one enormous eye. Then he flicks you with his tail. Splash! You wash up high and dry. Snug and warm and reading of the places you could go, when suddenly you're racing with your huskies through the snow. You meet a yeti splurting on spaghetti in the ice, and though she looks quite frightening, she's really very nice. You climb into your spaceship, then you stare out at the stars, and vroom, in a rocket on a mission straight to Mars. The Martians have a party and they ask if you can come, but you zoom back down to Earth because it's time for bed, says Mom. Come on, brave explorer, snuggle and unsnuggle tight. It's time to say, I love you, as you're turning out the light. No matter where you've been today, or when, or why, or who, when you're huddled in a cuddle, all you need to be is you. And as you fall asleep, all the pretending disappears. Then suddenly there's nowhere you would rather be than here. Today has been a whirlwind ride of rockets, capes, and wings. But tomorrow is another day. Who knows what it might bring? So let your dreams be endless, even though you're very small. You just need to believe you can be anything at all. When you start imagining, there's nothing you can't be. The end. Santa's Lost Reindeer by Rachel Hills and Ramesh Ram. It was the night before Christmas, the night just before, when good old Saint Nicholas showed up at my door. He knocked and knocked, then pounded and pounded. That jolly old man with a belly so rounded, from cookies and milk and all sorts of goodies that he gobbled down quickly while warming his footies. He flung the door open, bashed into the wall, and there Santa stood, trying hard not to fall. He was gasping for breath and gripping the wall. The new reindeer's the one who's to blame for it all. That foolish deer fled. He was spooked by a jet. I'm sorry to say, I'm just very upset. And to my dismay, I just have to say that even old Santa can have a bad day. I'm trying new deer. See, my last team got old. They said they were tired. They said they were cold. They said their backs ached and their eyesight was failing. They gripped and they grumbled because they were ailing. I've a new leading deer. He is a young fellow. He's clever and fast, and his nose shines bright yellow. But we've lost this new guy when our sled took a dive. Now I need some real help from a big four-wheel drive. I'm afraid Bucky's lost somewhere out in the cold. And for tracking down reindeer, I'm getting too old. I was hoping you'd help me to find my large pet. There are many deliveries we haven't made yet. I'm afraid he's still learning and might be in trouble. I must hurry to find him. So, quick, on the double. So the rest of us climbed in the truck super quick. There was Mom and myself and good old Saint Nick. Inside our garage, the 8 reindeers stayed warm, while we all froze our bums in a giant snowstorm. Santa said, "We will find him, even though it is night." After all, on the end of his nose is a light. We went to find Bucky with his bright yellow glow. We hoped it would shine through the blizzarding snow. We traveled for miles on the slick winter road. It was snowing and blowing, and ever so cold. Then we finally saw, through the black of the night, a set of great antlers and a shining bright light. They stood our poor Bucky, incredibly lost, and so cold that his coat was all covered with frost. Santa stepped from the truck onto white, crispy snow. He said, "Oh, I'm so glad to see Bucky's bright glow." "Come, Bucky," called Santa. "Come, Bucky. Come, boy." Both Bucky and Santa were filled with great joy. But Bucky was cold, frozen right to the bone. "We must warm him," Mom said. "Then let's get him home." So into the truck went the frozen reindeer, while down Santa's cheek led a warm, joyful tear. We took Bucky home and told him right out. Then Santa's team left to continue their route. Before Santa left, as he started to go, he looked at me, saying, "I want you to know I really love Bucky. He's such a good dear. When he disappeared, I had so much to fear." I think Bucky's happy to give me a scare. If a deer had 9 lives, he's got no more to spare. Thank you for helping me find him tonight. Thank you for helping make everything right. Santa stopped and he paused. He said nothing more. He walked right on past me and rushed out the door. Then as quick as he left, he came running back in with presents piled all the way up to his chin. Santa carried the presents to our Christmas tree and spread them all out for my family and me. The time had then come for old Santa to go. He headed outside into white, swirling snow. Then into the night, Santa left with his dear. "Merry Christmas to all," was what I could hear. I stared up at the sky on the dark, snowy night. I saw it! Oh, yes! There goes Bucky's bright light. The end. I Choose to Work Hard by Elizabeth Estrada. I choose to work hard in everything that I do. I don't work because others ask me. I just work hard because I want to. Working hard feels good. I like practicing my music and art. I get a feeling of accomplishment, especially when I do things from the heart. I like to do my morning chores, feeding the dog and making my bed. I feel happy to take care of these tasks, even before my mother says. I choose to work hard, to study and do well in school, because learning about the world is really, really cool. At school, I tidy my desk so I can easily find my books. I can carefully keep them in order and hang my backpack on the hooks. Before long, the bell rings. I can't wait to work hard in class so that when I take tests, I can do better than pass. After the day is done, it's time to return home. I help with chores around the house, even if I'm doing it alone. I choose to hop around the house because I live there too. Helping means it gets done faster. Afterwards, there are fun things we can do. Before I go play with my friends, I make sure my homework is all done. I know finishing my work will allow me have more fun. Sure, there are days I don't want to, when I want to go outside instead. Or even days when I want to do nothing and just curl up in my bed. But then I remember how nice it feels to accomplish and feel pride. Knowing that I work hard brings me happiness deep inside. I choose to work hard to make myself proud as can be. To feel those happy feelings that live inside of me. The end. Ali's haircut. Illustrated by Fatima Zara. Ali finds a picture of her mom when she was younger. In the picture, she has short hair and a big smile. Ali thinks her mom looks so pretty. She wants a haircut to look pretty too. Ali gets out her pair of craft scissors. She has never cut her own hair before, but she is sure she will look fine. Snip, snip, snip. Ali thinks she's done. She finds a mirror and takes a look. But when she sees herself, Ali hates her new haircut. She thinks it is horrid. She wants to get long hair again, but she does not know how. Ali looks around the house. She finds a bowl of noodles. Maybe they will make her pretty? No. And now her head is wet. Ali tries some beans. Maybe they will be her new long hair? No. And now her head is all stinky. Ali tries a bowl of spinach. Maybe this will be her new haircut? No. And now her head is itchy. Ali does not want her family to see her awful haircut. She hides under a table. Ali, come out of there, says her mom. Ali's mom picks her up and takes her to the couch. You are pretty all the time, she says. But I know what will make you look even better. She gives Ali a hairband. Ali looks in the mirror. The headband is so pretty. Maybe short hair is not so bad after all. But next time she will ask her mom to cut it. The end. Thank you for reading with me. If you like my story, please subscribe, share, and like. Thank you.